In 2026, the biggest companies on the planet are spending almost $700 billion on AI and cloud infrastructure in a single year. Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Oracle, $700 billion in 1 year. And at that same time, the CEO of Anthropic is on stage at Davos telling you that engineers will be obsolete within 6 to 12 months. Sam Altman is promising AGI is right around the corner. And every headline is telling you that your career is dead before it even starts. So which one is it? Is cloud engineering the most valuable skill set you can build right now? Or is it about to be automated away? I have been in cloud engineering for years. I've coached hundreds of IT professionals into six-figure cloud roles. And I want to cut through all of the noise and tell you exactly what is happening. Because once you understand it, everything else clicks. Let's get into it. Every one of those companies, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Oracle, is spending at record levels for the same reason. They are supply constrained, not demand constrained. Supply constrained means they cannot build fast enough to meet the demand from their customers. The demand is there. The customers are there. The money is there. The constraint is the infrastructure and the engineers who can build it. Here is something that most people miss. AI without cloud computing is just a demo on someone else's laptop. Without cloud infrastructure, the data centers, the GPUs, the networking, the storage, and compute, the AI revolution that everyone is watching would not be possible. Every AI product you have ever used, every chatbot, every agent, every recommendation engine is running on cloud infrastructure that somebody designed, built through code, secured, and made sure stays online serving millions of customers. Cloud and AI are not separable anymore. They are the same thing. And yet, the same CEOs who are pouring hundreds of billions into that infrastructure are going on stage to tell you engineers are being replaced. Here is the irony. Go to Anthropic's own career page right now. Software engineering roles, infrastructure roles, security roles, cloud roles. They are actively hiring for the exact positions they are telling you are disappearing. The fear-mongering is corporate PR. It pumps share prices. It excites investors. The actual data tells a different story. Less than 5% of layoffs are directly tied to AI. As I am recording this video, over 1,000 cloud engineering jobs were posted in the last 24 hours in the US alone. That is not a shrinking industry. This is an industry that cannot find people fast enough, with the market projected to exceed $5 trillion over the next decade. Not all cloud skills are equal right now. The market has shifted, and the engineers who are landing roles and commanding the highest salaries are the ones who have built depth in specific areas, not breadth across everything. There are 5 skills I keep seeing companies and hiring managers ask for over and over. These are not the only cloud skills worth having, but they are the ones creating the most leverage right now. Infrastructure as code. When companies are deploying at scale, everything has to be repeatable, version controlled, and consistent across multiple environments. In real production systems, nobody is clicking through a cloud console to build infrastructure that serves millions of users. If you click through a console, you cannot recreate that environment exactly. You do not know what steps you took. You cannot roll it back. You cannot audit it. Instead, you write code that describes what you want, and it builds the entire environment for you. The tool you want to go deep on is Terraform. It is cloud agnostic, widely adopted across enterprises, and it is what hiring managers are looking for when they post infrastructure as code requirements. Learn it, build real projects with it, deploy real infrastructure with it. Do not just follow a tutorial. The candidates who stand out in cloud engineering interviews are not the ones who can describe what Terraform does. They are the ones who can open a terminal, write a module, and explain every decision they made in the configuration. That hands-on fluency is what closes job offers. CI/CD pipelines. In the AI era, shipping features fast is the most critical capability an engineering team has. This means that companies need automated, reliable deployment pipelines that get code from development to production safely without a human manually ruining every step. If you can build and manage CI/CD pipelines end to end, you are making the entire engineering team move faster. That makes you directly valuable to the business. Focus on GitHub Actions first. Learn Jenkins alongside it. More importantly, learn to build pipelines from scratch, not just follow a tutorial. Understand how code moves from a developer's machine to running in front of millions of customers. That process is your bread and butter as a cloud engineer in 2026. And when a hiring manager asks how you would deploy a new version of an application, they are asking about your CI/CD knowledge. When they ask you how to ensure a code change does not break production, that is the same question. Build a pipeline before your first interview. The candidates who have touched it are in a completely different category: cloud architecture and system design. This is the skill that separates someone who knows cloud services from someone who can actually solve real business problems. Knowing what the services are is the starting point. Understanding why you choose one over another, what trade-offs you are making, what constraints you are working under, that is what gets you hired and promoted. And then being able to explain that decision-making process to engineers, to managers, and to executives while tying it back to business impact, that is the level of thinking that commands the highest salaries in cloud engineering. Every architecture decision you make should connect to a business outcome. If you cannot explain why you made it, you do not fully understand it yet. This is the skill that is hardest to fake and the one that compounds the most over time. Every production system you operate, every architecture decision you make under real constraints, every time you have to explain a trade-off to a stakeholder who does not have an engineering background, that is the experience that builds judgment. And judgment is what separates a $90,000 cloud engineer from a $160,000 one. Platform engineering. This is an experienced role. You are not waking up into it on day one, but understanding what platform engineering is, what platform teams do, and how they think gives you a significant advantage even in a junior cloud role. Platform engineers build the internal systems that other engineers build on top of. The deployment platforms, the internal tooling, the developer experience layer that makes every other team more productive. If you have a software engineering background, combining that with cloud skills and pushing toward platform engineering is one of the highest leverage career moves you can make right now. Cloud engineering opens doors into security, architecture, DevOps, platform engineering, and AI infrastructure. Most people chasing cloud certifications have not realized how wide those doors are. Cloud security. Cloud security is the most underrated skill in 2026, and it's not close. With all of this infrastructure being built at record speed, the attack surface is massive and it's being neglected in the race to get products in front of customers. The numbers tell the story. 61% of companies were breached last year. The average cost of a single breach is nearly $5 million. Cloud security is the #1 most in-demand skill among cybersecurity professionals, and it is also the area where they feel the least prepared. The people already working in security are saying they don't feel equipped for cloud security work. That tells you everything about the size of the gap and the opportunity inside it. Focus on identity and access management, encryption, network security, compliance, threat detection, and DevSecOps. But understand this, you cannot secure what you do not understand. The foundation comes first. Cloud security is the specialization you layer on top of a working cloud engineering base. Get there, and that is where the real leverage is. Here is the conversation nobody is having honestly. AI is a force multiplier, and it multiplies in both directions. If you are an engineer with solid fundamentals, strong understanding of how systems actually work, why infrastructure decisions get made, what good looks like in production, AI tools make you significantly faster. You write code in less time. You automate more. You solve problems faster. You are more valuable. But if you are an engineer without a real foundation, if you do not understand what you're building or why, AI is making you worse at a much faster rate. You are shipping bad configurations, security vulnerabilities, and broken infrastructure into production at record speed because you do not have the foundation to know when the AI is wrong. And the AI is wrong more than people realize, especially in cloud infrastructure, where a misconfiguration in a security policy or a networking rule can expose an entire production environment. AI tools will not make you a better engineer. They will make you more of what you already are. A strong engineer with AI becomes significantly more productive. A weak engineer with AI becomes a liability and a much faster, more expensive one. This is why the fundamentals matter more right now, not less. The people who will win in this market are not the ones who learned to prompt AI. They are the ones who understand the infrastructure well enough to know when the AI output is correct and when it is about to break something in production. That judgment cannot be faked. It comes from building real things, breaking real things, and fixing them in real environments. Here is a concrete example. AI will generate Terraform code for you. It will look correct. It will run without errors. And it can simultaneously create a security group configuration that leaves a port open to the internet that should never be open. If you understand infrastructure, you can catch that before it hits production. If you do not, you just deployed a vulnerability at whatever speed your pipeline runs. The fundamentals are not optional. They are how you know when to trust the AI and when to override it. Here is how I think about the progression, because a lot of people ask me where to start. The foundation is non-negotiable. IT fundamentals, networking, Linux, core cloud services, system design basics. I know it's not the shiny new thing, but this is where everything starts, and it never goes out of style. You cannot skip it, not in 2026, not with AI, not with any shortcut. The engineers who try to skip it are the ones shipping broken infrastructure into production and wondering why. 2 hours a day, 4 to 6 weeks per certification if you are studying alongside a job. And while you are studying, build the lab, Azure free account, US free tier. Pick your platform and deploy everything you learn. Do not wait until you have the certification to start building. Building is how you learn it. From there, layer on infrastructure as code and CI/CD. Build real projects, not tutorial copy and paste jobs, not guided walkthroughs where someone tells you every step. Projects that solve actual problems. Projects where you made decisions and can explain the reasoning behind every one of them. That is what gets you hired in 2026. That is what separates you from the hundreds of candidates who have the same certifications and nothing else to show. Once you're in a cloud role and building real production experience, that is when you start thinking about specialization. Cloud security is where I would go. It is one of the highest paid and most in-demand specializations in the entire tech market right now. The supply-demand imbalance is extreme. Cloud engineers are starting at $95,000 to $130,000. Senior level, $150,000 to $200,000 and above. And the gap is only growing as more organizations run AI workloads on infrastructure that needs to be secured. But, and this cannot be said enough, it is an experienced role. You cannot secure what you do not understand. Get your foot in the door. Build a cloud engineering foundation. Get real production experience. Then layer security on top as you progress. That is the sequence. That is what works. Here is what makes this path different from chasing a trend. Once you have these skills, nobody can take them away from you. Every year of cloud engineering experience makes you more valuable in security, architecture, DevOps, platform engineering, and AI infrastructure. The skills compound. They transfer across roles, companies, and industries, and they open doors that no other technical path opens as quickly. The noise out there is loud right now. A lot of fear. A lot of people telling you your career is dead before it starts. But the data tells a completely different story. $700 billion going into the infrastructure that AI runs on. Thousands of cloud jobs posted every single day. A security specialization with a gap so large that the people already in security are saying they do not feel equipped to fill it. The next phase of cloud is not replacing engineers. It is creating the largest demand for cloud engineering skills the industry has ever seen. The engineers who built their fundamentals now, who focus on the signal over the noise, who learn to design and automate rather than click and fix, those are the engineers who are going to be on the right side of this. Do not let fear-mongering cost you the window that is open right now. The companies spending $700 billion are not spending it on automation that eliminates the engineers they desperately need. They are spending it on infrastructure that requires more engineers, better engineers, engineers who understand how it all fits together. That engineer can be you, but you have to build a foundation first. You have to do the actual work. You have to build things, document them, and show up to interviews with proof, not just credentials. The path is clear. The demand is real. The window is open. I've linked some resources in the description to help you map out where to start. If you want to build these skills alongside engineers who are already doing this work, the link in the description will take you to our free community. As always, see you in the next one.